Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting one. I was sent a whole heap of the new W7 Very Vegan range. It looks a little something like this. We're going to test out the foundation in particular. It is called the Very Vegan HD foundation. I'm in the shade A Buff Bear, I think it is. I don't know, I'll link it all in the description box down below. The time is approximately 12:40 when I'm putting it on. All I've done is my priming and my eyebrows. Quite naked. You're welcome. So yeah, we're going to dive right on in. I feel a little bit lost. I'm tad overwhelmed. We'll get there. Let's dive right on in. Saying I have primed. It's been primed. My face has been primed with the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer. Comes in this really nice frosted glass bottle, quite heavy, comes with a plastic pump. So we're going to take this, see what the colour is like. So apparently this range is accredited vegan. Usually W7 foundations run a little bit dark on me, but I think this will work. I'm also going to be setting it with the sheer Very Vegan powder, which is in the shade Fair. And we'll do check-ins, see how it's looking on my face. I'm going to blend it in with my Models Prefer buffing brush. See what the cover's like. Doesn't say anything about it on the back. Apply evenly to your face and blend with your fingertips for a flawless complexion. Well, I will not be using my fingers, and it is Bear Buff, the shade. So already that's kind of evened out my complexion, which is a good sign. See how much we need to use. I like a good medium coverage for every day. It's definitely evened me out. I think it's quite pore minimizing as well, which is good. I'm quite happy. Do the other side and then we'll see if I need to add any more. I think the colour's quite good. Because as I said, W7 do tend to run a little bit dark. But this one seems to be on the lighter range side. So what I look for in a foundation, I have trouble on my chin with it separating or going cakey around my nose. I don't know why I did that with the brush. Around my nose it like settles weirdly, and on my nose it separates as well. But it applies really well, it's quite even. Hasn't quite covered my dark spots, but the rest of my face looks quite good. It's covered up the redness. I do think it's a little bit dark compared to my neck, but we'll make it work with the powder hopefully. There's no concealer in this range, I think. There we are. Look at that. I do really like how smoothing it is on the skin. It's covered up really well and it's blended quite well. Blend down the neck. I think it's too dark. No, I'll add a little bit more because I've done about 2-ish pumps. So I think I forgot to show you the consistency. Like, it's not runny. I do really like how flawless it makes the skin look. We'll see if we can lighten it up with the powder. So this is the powder. So they tried putting a mirror in it, which is a little bit of a fail because it makes a bit of a mess. It has a little puff. I'm going to use my platinum powder brush. I'll make the colour work for the video. I really like how everything is so smoothed out though. Alright, I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup and then I'll do a close-up and tell you my initial thoughts. So the time is now 1 o'clock, the makeup is on. Everything is sitting really well. I love how smooth the under eye is. I also like the fact that you didn't have to use concealer. The colour's not fab. I mean, I can make it work. I mean, it's not bad compared to the neck, now that I'm looking at it. But everything is sitting well. We're going to see how it lasts throughout the day. I do get really oily around my T-zone. So yeah, it's now 1 o'clock. We're going to go to Kmart, the doctors, and I'll do check-ins. So I'm outside. I've just done my doctor's appointment. It's just about 4:15, so I've had this foundation on for like 4 hours, maybe a little bit over 4 hours. So far it's looking really good. It's holding up really well. Maybe slightly on the dark, but if I use like a lighter concealer, it could probably work out. Or if I mix it in with a different foundation, but it's looking really smooth. I actually really like it. Not caked up, not separated. And it's been on for 4 and a bit hours, so welcome back. It's now the last check-in of the night. It's about 9 o'clock at night, so it's been an 8-hour wear for this foundation. I've got to say, I'm actually quite impressed. I'm looking not too oily, probably a little bit oily on the chin, but it's still held up well. I've not even had indents from my glasses. It's worn off a little bit. It's not gone cakey. It hasn't transferred. Overall, it's quite a decent foundation. I just think that the shade is a little smidge too dark for me. But as I said, I could probably use a lighter foundation to mix with it or whatever, and the lasting power of this would really hold through. Hold through, come through. Come through. I don't know. The makeup's lasted well on top of it as well for 9 hours. For a $5 foundation, I'm actually quite impressed. It's a good foundation, and this powder, I actually quite like the powder. I'll keep using this powder. Still very smooth under the eyes. Smoothed out the wrinkles that I've got around here, and also hasn't settled into any fine lines, which is good. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. These two are a hit. It's just the colour's a little bit off, so if you're a little bit darker than me, it could really work for you, especially if you're oily skin like me. It could work. But yeah, this is really good powder. I like this because it minimises the pores. As always, if you like these kind of testing videos, let me know in the comments what you want me to test, and thumbs up the video, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.